Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 49! Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll toss it to Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. On play action, now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The former 49er, this is Frank Gore, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On play action, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 57 to Mike. 57. That's 10. That's the pass. 57.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
In your face.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the flat, watch it, block.
Check.
Alert flare.
Flag!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 180! 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Motion. 57's the mic. Watch 57. It's just me and you.
Pass 85. Pass 85.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, check it. 57. Danny. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the counter, Gore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 49. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 29, Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 1st down, it's gone. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right there. 54 miles. I know he ain't got it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Watch 10. Watch 10. Tie that left. Shit.
Allen operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 on second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's see what you got. Slam.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From midfield, here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Quick edge.
61, matchbox lights.
Fresno.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, watch the slant.
12.
Here's Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the slant.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he rips that one incomplete there. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Man, I got you.
Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Get the ball.
On first down, Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Switch. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On the return, it's James. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check 24. Check 24. 2.
They run again with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
49. Come on. You better bring it. Check, 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 check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
65, 65.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They run with Breida. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now it's Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ed Oliver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.